Okay, we're still working on him. We were working on the tail portion. So it's a matter of just trimming things out, you know, and trying not to have it look abrupt there for the tail, you know. And, you know, if you want to make a deeper cut, you can, and do a little extra V-cut with it like I'm doing right now. Give it some depth. See what I just did there? So, all right, we're going to go back up to the face. We've got plenty to do there yet and stuff, so we're going to cut this face up just a little bit further. Okay, and same here, we're going to go up a little further. Okay, a little bit of an angle going up, because his head kind of comes, the nose, the head, and then the head's kind of an oval shape again and comes up. But what we're going to do here, and this will take a little bit of time, is we're going to go ahead and cut a little bit out. So we're going to start digging out in the ear. Okay, see what I just did? Just go down and make a little U-turn there. You don't want to go all the way to the end, just right there. Alright, and then you're going to go in a little further with your knife and right along that head. We're going to kind of take all that out. Alright, just like so. Alright, and the same thing over here. You're going to do a little bit of a turn. See what I just did? A little bit of a turn. Now the ears may not always look exactly like the other side. That's okay. You don't always need it to look exactly the same. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off part of the ear, and what I did was scoop it out a little bit. Alright, just scoop it out. And same thing over here, just scoop it out a little bit. Alright, and then bring it down. Put those tips in a little bit, right there. Alright. Alright, let me take a look at this back here for a second. Okay, now one way to shape the face is we're going to follow this line. We did this line here. We're going to take our knife and we're just going to go up and around, just make a stop cut. And we're going to bring that down. Okay? Just like so. And we're going to go over here and trim a little bit of that out. Alright. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start trimming this off, bringing this down a little bit, and taking that point off, because this is going to be much deeper anyway. Alright, we still have that shape of that head for the donkey, but we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to take that line that's right there. Okay, we're going to just follow that with a stock cut first. We're going to bring this portion down first, from the top of the head down to that stock cut. Alright, that looks good. And then we're going to trim this down, kind of follow this all around. We have his little bump there that I want to keep. Alright. 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 Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to start scooping it out just a tad where the ears are here. Alright. Right, because I'm going to get rid of that little bump there. And actually, we're going to bring this back just a tad. Alright, just a tad. Alright. Now, there's a lot of cutting right here underneath this ear. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to be cutting it like this, going back up here and see if it will free or not. If it doesn't, you got to go up here a little bit and just kind of undercut. Alright, so that's what we're doing now. Because technically this all has to be thinned out. Okay, see how this is so thin here? The ears are free. We're going to have to cut all the way underneath there, which will take some doing. So again, we're going to be cutting out part of the ear along with that up to that line. We're not going to go past that line. Alright, and I keep going pretty deep with it. You can see how deep I've gone with it. And then taking my knife and start chopping things out. And again, along the side of the head here. You don't want to you don't want to cut into the head too much if it's possible. Now, if you want to, you can use that solution that I talked about, that rubbing alcohol and water, and that should help you with it. Now see, I'm going across now, and I'm going up the side of the neck, and I'm going to keep doing that on both sides until I get that freed up. I'm going to show you how to do this one side, and I think I'll do the other offline just to show you. Alright. Alright, seeing all this, see how far back that went? That's kind of what we're trying to get there. Alright, but all this comes out a bit more as well. So you take your time and you just keep trimming things up. Alright. I work much better with a knife than I do with a gouge. Some of you might want to use a gouge getting up in there. That's nothing wrong with that if you know how to use them. And that's easier for you, by all means go for it. You know, just do whatever you're comfortable with. I might switch to a smaller knife, which I probably will do now. Alright, this one's like a detailed knife. This is more of a now these knives, if you're wondering what these are, these that were bought, and you're going to hear this over and over again, these were bought in Frankenmuth from a guy that I've never been able to find at a show again. He kind of disappeared, but he made some terrific little knives, and that's what these are. And they were not expensive. They were only 10 bucks a piece, and I'm still using them how many years later. See how sharp that is? It can get in there. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to redefine his nose there and bring this down and around. Alright, we'll be back.